Should I put on my microphone? Maybe it'll sound better.
Yeah, my
lighting. Let me light my room properly. Jesus.
Yeah, what are you doing? The lighting is terrible.
So I do actually look like I got sleep. I probably got only like 3 or 4 hours last night. Do I look like I'm
Glasses always make everything better. When I'm really hungover and my eyes look like I've been punched in the face, glasses. Yeah, and good lighting. Good lighting too.
Good lighting.
Well, I'm right. It's not sunny or nothing like that. And pretty soon I'm going to get contacts because I can't stand these glasses. So.
I can't do contacts.
I'm going to do contact. You can't do contacts?
Oh, no. You sound much better now.
Well, I'm going to get contacts to bring out my green eyes. So my husband likes the green eyes. But anyway, I'll do this. How's that?
That's a good idea. Oh, now you look cool.
Well, your eyes look great. Now you look like a drug dealer again. You're like, yo.
Oh, I should go grab. I should quickly go grab my New York aviators.
Oh my gosh!
We have our special guest, Michael.
She's got aviators too.
Do that.
Jeez, hold on.
Look dirty. My daughter didn't clean them, but yeah, I usually like to show off my green eyes, Michael.
Here, I'll put on my Louis Vuittons. Okay, wait.
There you go. I don't even know what these are. These are something. I don't know what they are, but anyway. Maybe I'll get a new pair for Christmas. How's that sound?
That sounds good. Oh, it's so bright in here. I need my sunglasses on.
There you go.
I'll have sunglasses. Okay, hold on. I just got to clean mine because they were dirty.
It's so sunny in here. It's like...
Yeah, but you're in a different part of New York, man. This is like dreary here.
Yeah, we got blue skies, right? You get lake effect.
Yep. Hey, Jamie's coming on.
Look who's coming on. Jamie was rolling on the floor laughing at us when she was watching our recording.
You gotta put Tammy just got hers on. Now you gotta. We don't need to keep them on.
I have to leave them on?
For a minute there, so we can all have sunglasses on at the same time.
Let me take a screenshot.
Oh, look it! And Jamie's got them too.
Oh, yay! Okay, everybody pose. I'm going to take a screenshot.
Okay. Peace.
Done.
Okay.
I wonder if I can take it on my camera at the same time. Hey, Jamie.
Now we got to get to the real glasses.
There you go.
Yeah, my other ones don't look so cool.
What are we discussing today, ladies?
Well, here's what I would like us to build upon the conversation, and it does all start with shining on like a diamond. And here's the key point, and I really like this idea. And tell me what you guys think. It's kind of thought provoking. Leadership comes from any chair.
From where?
Leadership comes from any chair.
Any chair.
So you don't have to be put in a leadership position. You don't have to be at the front of the room. You don't have to be some sort of labeled.
She's frozen for me.
Leader. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Susan.
Okay.
I'm listening carefully. Can you hear me okay? I put in speaker.
Yeah.
This is not even working, this thing. So basically, leadership comes from any chair. You don't need to be put there. You can create it.
Yeah, it's a choice. So it's just like unstoppable is a choice, and just like diamonds need work. They need to be buffered to in order to shine, and then all that glitters is revealed. So. In other words, it's a process and it's a journey, but it all starts with a choice.
I like that.
And you can just start from where you are. Doesn't matter what chair.
And of course, if you lead, I can follow.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to build upon.
Oh, where'd Jamie go? We lost
him.
I think maybe that's what was wrong. She was just having it wasn't coming in clear for her, and then she fell off. I hope she'll come back.
I'm trying to.
Her internet.
I don't
drop.
think the speaker's working. This is. You don't hear that, do you?
Yeah, I can hear that.
Tapping?
I can.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is
maybe.
it?
I'm not getting the flashing thing. Is it turned up okay? You know me. I'm always conscious of sound.
Yeah, no, actually, you sound really well.
Okay, good. Better than before I put the microphone in?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It
Jamie,
looks like, oh, the recording's paused.
it's recording right now. Jamie said she had to X out so that she can hear, so she wasn't getting good enough. It wasn't coming through good enough for her, so she's here.
Okay.
Anyway, you guys go and build off of that topic.
I like that topic. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, for one, I like diamonds in the physical form, and I do like diamonds in people. Absolutely. Like I was saying, diamonds are like, when you think of a diamond, you're definitely, thinking of a shiny object, but in this case, people. And what I like seeing is taking a piece of coal almost, right? And then watching it get pressure, more pressure, more pressure, more pressure. And then all of a sudden, boom, you got a diamond. And I've seen it over and over again. I've seen, the results of people since I've been doing this business. And, and what it does for me is then it increases my mind, you know what I'm saying? Like my gold mind. Like, in other words, then I have shiny diamonds around me, and then, your life just increases, and it's not always monetary. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's why I'm reading lately, is just because I'm happy where I'm at and what I'm doing for people and how I'm helping people. So the more they get shiny, the shinier I can get. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. It felt like you were speaking my mind.
Well, Susan and I were just talking about that the other day because I'm working on a project with her right now. It's like, let me make you as shiny as possible, Susan. What do we need? I want to make you shiny. It's like, I'm ready. At this point, I'm like, I want you to be shiny, not me. But in making her shiny, I come out shiny. It's like, and that's, I think, the point of, all businesses is like, it's really about the clients, what they need. It's not about you and what you need. If you focus on the client, then they get the results they're looking for. And guess who comes out shiny in the end is you.
Exactly.
Right.
So it just really depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put other people first, totally. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll help you. Like just like in an airplane, right? First you got to put your own oxygen mask on,
Mm-hmm.
But then you can help others. Like, in other words, just going back to when we used to have a lot of employees and stuff like that. Obviously, before we could expand and get any more employees, right, we had to make sure that we were stable and that we were okay to expand and to get more employees. So it's the same thing kind of here in an industry like this. You kind of have to make sure you're stabilized. Not always know everything, because no one's going to ever know anything. You don't want to stop in your tracks because you think you got to know everything. Like with this industry, especially, you just got to plug in and start advertising, right? That's how simple it can be. But a lot of people like to complicate that. So, but what I'm saying is, like, with expansion and everything like that, we're all, just because we're human, we want to expand. We want to do better and better and better. So for me, I always have promises to myself, not so much goals. So I promised myself, by December, I was going to lose X amount of weight, right? I started Memorial Day. So it's like beyond my wildest dreams, because I've actually gone beyond my goal, right? I think I told you, Susan, I think I wanted to lose like 40, 50 pounds or something like that.
50.
And now, I think I said 50. Yeah. So now it's like past that. Now I'm like, okay, the next thing is I want to fit back into my my wedding dress, or I want to fit back into my my volleyball shorts, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. I've always been like that. So when I see other people that are pushing and that are trying to crunch and get down and dirty, so to speak, then I'm like cheering them on. I'm like, yes, let's do it then. I know you can do it. I know you have the capability to do it, and let's just go. Let's run.
Well, It's interesting, something you said that I'd like to play off of. You mentioned, a lot of people just, it comes down to plugging in and start advertising. I think that it gets complicated sometimes, that people make that more difficult. Some of that difficulty, I personally think, is when that person doesn't have something to advertise.
Right.
So
you gotta have something to advertise, yes.
So if they don't have something to advertise or a lead magnet to, collect emails and build a list with, if they don't have that piece, that's when it gets complicated, because they know they have to create that. Or the problem is they're just advertising to nothing, and then it's kind of like, well, then what's the point? So it's like, they need that piece, which I think is actually really cool about what you guys have with 200 Cash, is because you're providing those things for your community. So you've got it for them. They can just, it's, and it's a direct sale. It's not, it's not an MLM or an affiliate thing. It's like, it's a direct sale for them, so it can work for them. So they've got something to move with, which is super cool. So I'll give you props for setting that up for your community, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything that in life, you got to have a target, right? So it's almost like, I live in the country, so there's deer hunters around me. There's rednecks, okay? So it's like, they're all wandering around here even today. And, even at the local McDonald's, I live literally in a town, a village that's only like 1,200, 1,500 people. Can you imagine? So I'm really look at around me. So I have to expand my reach, right? But same with them, with hunting, for example, deer hunting or whatever. They have to have a target, right, to go for, right? So same thing with here, with the 3 steps that we always have. We always talk about 3 simple steps. Always have a capture page, collect emails. That's what we do. We collect emails. What's your hobby? I don't know. I collect emails. You know what I mean? So I don't have many hobbies, but I have a hobby of collecting emails. So
what's the third step? So capture. You said you need a lead capture page. You said collect emails, and what's that third one? Follow up.
Oh well, simply the second one is a sales page or a presentation that does all the telling and selling for you,
which you guys have already created for your community as well.
Correct. Yeah, in the 200
community are
creation.
So lucky. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, they don't have to figure this stuff out, and that's the thing, like with 200 Cash creation. And then, of course, I'm a fan of high ticket. I always will be. And that's just, honestly, that's how you can drive around in Tahoes and goof off most of the day and talk to friends on Blab, right? But that's I'm just saying, but yeah, you got to always have those 3 things in place. If you don't have them in place, then I don't know how you can really work an internet business.
So what are the 3 things? Capture, present, follow up.
The presentation and then the follow-up.
Yep. Capture, present, and follow up.
Exactly. That's it.
Rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Right.
Sign them up, rinse, repeat. Sign them up, rinse and repeat. Leverage, the whole thing.
Because essentially what you're doing is then once you've got them, then you got to nurture you plant your seeds and then nurture them. Because something people forget when they come into the online world and they're starting from scratch. And I'm speaking from my personal experience because I knew nothing about any of this 3 years ago. Zero.
Right.
And like most people, I was, in a place where we didn't even have to go look for work. It came to us and we turned them away. So that's, most people who are in the working world, that's how they're used to life. They've always been that way. It's like the clients just come in, unless they're, of course, in marketing, then that was their job. But in most situations, the people who are getting out of a job, they don't like what they were doing. So they're doing this online thing, which is all new to them. And then a lot of times they're like, oh, that doesn't work. And then they quit. But it takes time to figure out. I like to use the example of a baby walking. It doesn't just get popped out and then start walking.
Right.
It's got to learn how to sit up first. And then eventually it's like it can crawl. And then eventually it can pull itself up on the coffee table and it falls down. And then it pulls itself up and it falls down. and everyone encourages that baby. You can do it. You can do it. And then it finally gets to the point where it does some controlled falling called walking. And even if it does fall, it eventually starts walking. But it took time to learn that. And as adults, we forget that things take processes because we're used to everything being so easy, like microwaves, And
Yeah.
what we're doing here is you've got to nurture those skills in yourself and build the confidence in yourself so that you can then generate the income to get rid of the job. Did I
Exactly.
I feel like I went on a tangent.
No, that was good. It was
Okay.
No, that was really good. I mean, I went on a tangent last night, so it's your turn.
And
well, it feels relevant to the conversation because, we're talking about leadership, and people, you can create your own leadership position, and it doesn't need to be like everyone says it needs to be. I was recently having a conversation with a friend and she's going, well, this is how it works when you have your own business, and this is how it works, and this is how it works, and this is how it works. And I'm listening to all of her, this is how it works, going, I don't want to be a part of any of those, this is how it works. So I'm going to create my own, this is how it works, my own way, because you know what? I can.
Yep.
There's no one who says I can't. She may say you can't, but that's because she lives in a box.
that's right.
And that's her box. You go ahead and stay there because I'm not going there.
Right.
And just based off of what you said, I'm going to purposefully create something completely different so I can go, see, nope, I created exactly how I wanted it to. It took me time. I had to put in hard work. There may have been tears involved, in frustration, in anger.
And hair pulling.
It's mine. And anybody can do it. And if someone says you can't, it's because they gave up on something. So
yeah, absolutely. The naysayers, they're gonna say you can't do it.
Right.
And
because
that's the way it's gonna be. Well, the thing is, Michael, is they're gonna try to hold you down because they don't want you to be more successful than them because it's gonna make them look bad. And
or
that's
they just don't want you. They're protecting you. They don't want you to fail.
Sometimes they do. Like sometimes there's family members and friends that actually get a kick out of seeing you fail. And I mean, just because of, I'm not trying to say I've had so much, but like when I lost my restaurants, it was kind of sad. A lot of my good close friends, like, okay, so we can't come over to your house, Tammy, anymore. They enjoyed the in-ground pool, the jacuzzi, the whole 9 yards, right? But then when I lost everything, where were my friends? So it's like weird. Like somehow times people, like when they change, when they, what is the saying? Characters built in the bad times, not the good times. So I had a lot of character that was built during those times.
Right.
And my dad would tell me that all the time, well, characters built in the bad times. I said, you know what? I have enough freaking character. Okay. I want to get on. I want to move on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's kind of a strange human nature. When you're doing good, everybody wants to be around you, right? When you're doing excellent and awesome, you're just cranking it. And when you're doing good, everybody wants to be around you. When you're doing bad, those are people that you really know that are going to be with you for the long haul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Good point.
And you'll just know because, people that hang around you, people have hung around me for many, many years. They just know that I never give up. I will never give up until they put me 6 feet under. And that's just my nature. Like I said, some people do want to give up. Now, I'll give you an example. I have my dad has a friend of a friend, and he started a business, and then his first business failed, and he was so talented. And it's sad because like he just gave up. And he just went back to a job. So there's some people that this is not cut out for everybody. Entrepreneur life. It's not for everybody. That's, I guess, why everybody has a certain spot in life. But it really is not cut out for everybody. Being a leader is not cut out for everybody. Honestly, if you want to get down to brass tacks, I've seen some leaders that are just horrible and they call themselves a leader. And I'm like, really? You don't care at all about your people, and that's just sad, to be I mean, it's great to make a ton of money, but you got to be there alongside people too, because that's your people you're trying to lift up. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. So leadership definitely comes in different forms, and I like seeing people succeed. I've had a lot of people say, even recently, well, how do they do? Well, I've created, we're starting to finally collect all these testimonials, because I didn't do that for years because I wasn't techy enough to put them on a website like Susan does. So I could go back probably 6 years and start going back to all these people and these guys that are now making more money than me and more successful than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that it never dawned on me to, sorry, there's people walking around me. I always get distracted, but it never dawned on me to start collecting these testimonials. So I'm glad we are now, because that for me is just, it makes me feel good knowing, getting inboxes all the time. Thank you so much, Tammy, for helping me, this and that. And the same with Susan. I hear it all the time because I'm the one on the phone. They're always like, this is so cool what she's done for me. And I'm like, I know, well, what she's done for me. So, but yeah, definitely, I see everybody sitting on just a gold mine, a diamond mine. You know what I'm saying? We're sitting on a diamond mine is really what we are.
Absolutely.
Well, and what's really cool about it is every diamond is different.
Yes.
Yep.
And every diamond might not have the same approach to stick on a ring. You might want to stick it on a necklace. It might go into a bracelet. It might be so big you want to spread it out so that, there's all these different opportunities. It's just finding the right vehicle or avenue to take to really get it to shine.
Right.
And that part right there is the part that frustrates people, that discourages them to proceed, because that discovery period, and even in yourself, you feel like you're like, I'm not a leader. I feel lack of confidence because I don't understand this. I better not do this. And that's often what happens. But if you go, you know what, no, I'm going to effing figure this out because I'm going to figure this out because that's what I'm going to do. And when you put that into it, you don't care. You're like, if something doesn't work, you go, okay, well, that was a mistake. That didn't work. Let's try it this way. Oh, that was a little bit better. Let me try it this way. And then, this is working. This is working. Okay, now how do we do this? Oh my God, Jesus Christ, that was amazing. Look what's going on now. And that's how it grows. But the only way to figure it out is to be willing to make mistakes, which we'll refer to as learning experiences, and that's how you create yourself into the leader position.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I think at that point, it's really, really important to highlight the fact or the benefit of being in that situation with an open mind, and how key collaboration is, right? Like these kind of conversations that we have ongoing, like we don't always record them, but we have them in the background ongoing all the time. And that's how we move ahead, because we're open-minded, we're collaborating with others, we're masterminding, and that's what keeps us moving forward so fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're never stagnant. The biggest thing is you never want to, if you're mining the gold and you're collecting all your diamonds, you want to make sure you put them in your basket, but you want to keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? And keep collecting those people. And that's one of the things I've seen a lot of people do is like, they'll just stop. Like in the things, the way we have systems set up and structured is that people don't have to stop. Like I've seen so many times where people, and I'll just give specifics today, okay? Just because we're all on this and we're wanting to learn different things. But this is what happens to me. I'll see people say, well, I need to set up this page or that page, or I need to get a blog set up, or I need to do this, or I need to do that. Well, no. No, you got to get customers. You got to get, you got to get people, because if you don't have people, you won't make money. So then they start sharpening their pencils, thinking that that's going to make them money today. See what I'm saying? Like,
can I ask a question in regards to this?
It's a pain in the neck to me to see someone get to stop and then say, well, I got to train them and I got to teach them every single thing that they need to know. No, you don't. You just got to, don't do that to them. You know what I mean? Because they got to learn. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, now let's say this is a situation where, the person who says, I need to set up a blog, I need to set up a website. So, okay, so let's be that person for a second. I'm going to come at you from that perspective and say, if I don't have a blog, if I don't have anything to provide, if I'm not offering anything, how can I create clients if I have nothing to offer?
They already have the system. They already have a system that they've purchased from us.
And
we provide it. We provide it. Go ahead, Susan.
Let me in.
You're in.
That's why we create the community and the atmosphere to help our members that it's all prepared from, just like Tammy said. It's all provided. Yeah. That's why you want to choose.
Sales page.
Yeah, that's why you want to choose wisely. Choose a place that already has the community and the atmosphere, and you can grow within it. And then once you have all of, once you have customers, members, and money coming in, then you step aside and you start building the blog and the content and all that stuff.
Exactly.
But you don't ever even have to. Like Tammy doesn't like doing the technical stuff. Right.
Yeah.
So you choose how you want to do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I see we've got some followers on here right now, or like viewers. If you guys are in this community, can we give some hand bumps to Susan? Because I'm telling you guys, do you know how much work they put into this and how much time and thought and effort they put behind what you're getting? Thank you, Karen. Yeah, exactly. Because these girls, they put in some hard work, and it's so good. Like, if you want to feed them love, feed them some hand bumps. I'm just saying.
I always forget to ask for those. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. Well, I was looking, I'm like, they're so engaged in the conversation and listening to what's going on here. I'm like, let's be like, hey, so we've been all talking. Do you guys have anything, who are watching, do you guys have any questions or topics that you'd like to, drive in here, since, it's not just about us and our opinions, it's about you and, what you're doing and what you're working on. Is there anything you want to ask that would be good for us to cover here? Because I bet if you're thinking it, someone else is probably thinking it too. So
right.
We'll just do it.
I don't know if Steven can type in, but he just inboxed me before I jumped on here and I gave him the link. But if you can type, I don't know if he jumped on with Twitter, but anyway, Steven, I'll have to get back to you. He actually was requesting information about financing, but yeah, any marketing question or anything like that, definitely go for it. And Susan, you got the time at all or no?
What time is it? It's 11:30.
Yeah. Oh, it's what? Okay, 12:30. Okay, I'm good.
Or 12:30 your time. Yeah.
I'm good for another 20 minutes, and then I got to get a client brought in.
Okay.
So now Karen just dropped a Twitter question, which is slightly off topic, but we can pull it into topic because Twitter is about, if you are building a business, you mind if I jump in on this one, lady?
Yeah.
Okay. Because basically you are creating yourself as a thought leader if you're building your business with Twitter of any sort. So how does it work? So yes, what most likely happens with most people is they join Twitter and they follow all these people and then they can't pay attention to any of the feeds that are going on. And so it's kind of confusing. What I found to be most useful is you can create lists in Twitter. So if you're looking at your Twitter, and I'm not looking at mine at the moment, but up towards the right where it would say follow someone or unfollow, there's a cog. And in that cog, if you click it, you can then create lists. And if you put Susan in there and you put Tammy in there and you put me in there and you put other or whoever you want, I'm just using us as examples because we're on here, and you follow them, what you're basically doing is you're curating a specific news feed of information that you're interested in for yourself. So Twitter is a great place to find content that's relevant information for stuff you want to know about. So it's perfect, especially if you're in the marketing world. Your target audience is all over Twitter, which is why I'm super excited to start working with Susan on hers. We just started working some stuff and going in there because the target audience is there, and we can really speak to them and provide value and content for them. So we're turning Susan's Twitter into a thought leadership platform for Zolini, her business. So does that help, Karen, with what your question was? I mean, basically you're turning it into a news feed, and it can be too much information if you're following a lot of people, so create lists, and it'll be less confusing, and you'll start seeing information that you're looking for. There's a lot more to it that has to how to grow it, but you asked the question of explain the basics of Twitter and how to use it. So that's what you're doing, the basics. You want to follow people that are relevant to you in hopes that they'll follow you back. And then if they're really important, put them in lists so you can really pay attention to them. The basics of Twitter. I'm just like, I keep looking at it like.
Hashtags.
Hashtags. Okay, yes. Hashtags are free marketing, you guys. So there's an app called writetag.com, RITETAG.com. You can either pay for it or it's free. I just use the free version. If you go in, there's a search thing. You can search relevancy, and there's 3 kinds. There's a hashtag that's great to use, and the green box, you'll see one in there. There's one that's blue, those are strong, and then there's one that's red that's overused. You're just going to get lost. So if you research, yes, exactly. No, not exactly. RITE, like right. Sorry, I could have typed that myself. But that will help you get exactly. That will help you get relevant hashtags because people are searching hashtags. So if you're using hashtags properly, like on the word business, on the word even shout out. If you hashtag, that's a popular hashtag. So that but do it so it's relevant to your target audience. Now, if you're targeting business people and using that information, it's going to be different if you're doing like celebrity stuff. But then I don't really understand how a celebrity is used. That's more like brand recognition, just staying up to date. Does that answer questions?
Yeah, they're doing brand requisition. So to kind of finalize that, Karen, and thank you, Michael, for doing that. That's awesome. To kind of finalize that, Karen, how you kind of teased me a little bit or laughed about the video on purpose, like you wouldn't record a video accidentally. The same, you want to approach Twitter the same way. You want to follow people on purpose. You want to choose hashtags on purpose. You want to choose what you share on purpose. You want to like and retweet on purpose what's relatable to you. So, for example, you have you're an interior designer, and so that's like a niche topic, like a special topic that you know a lot about. So you would want to gather a list of people like that and share content like that, and then bring them into your other list, like thought leaders, marketing, digital marketing, video.
Well, and 2, it's going to depend on what you want to do with these. Why are you on Twitter as an interior designer? What are you looking to accomplish? Do you want to like what? And 2, what's your lead magnet? Is it going to be something like, here's 4 tips to help you reconfigure the layout of your room with feng shui? I don't know. I'm making, get the energy to flow better. So if you're going to give that away, like if that's what you're doing, then you want to talk about energy and pull on that stuff and flow. Cause but then what's the point of it? Are you putting a list to then pick up a client? Are you going to teach a course? Is there something you can teach and put into a workshop form where you can charge, $4.99 per person? To do a live, it's going to take 6 weeks, and then you get 2 hours a week with a hangout like this or something, and then you can turn that into a package on its own, and then market that as a package and make passive income with that. Like, depending on what you want to do with that information. I don't know. Am I on topic?
Yeah, absolutely. Because that's how you make the diamond shine, right? You polish it. And Karen was at our live event, Michael. So she got the glimpse of the magic carpet presentation. So she's got that kind of, actually she created all her own. So she's working on that. So that was a good answer that I'm sure will help everybody.
I think she's specifically wanting to, she just put in there her goal is the 200cc, trying to retire from design. So she's
Right. So she's trying to get out of design.
She wants to attract interior designers because that's a knowledge that she has, and tell them that there's another option.
Because, okay, so this is an interesting conversation. So basically what it sounds like is there's a lot of burnt out interior designers who are sick of dealing with clients who don't know what they want. And when they figure out what they want it now, and they don't want to pay you for it. That's what I bet she's dealing with.
Yes. Or the alternative is interior designers that are having trouble getting clients, and she can show them how to expand their client base by using the training in 200cc with video and direct marketing.
Yep.
Which is a whole different angle. So now we've got two. Now this is interesting. A good conversation.
Yeah.
Because she's building two types of streams of information for her to build herself as a leader. She's got the one for the client who's sick of dealing with the douchebags, and then she's got one where they're like, I love dealing with my clients. I'm not going to use the D word for these because they actually like them. I love this. I'd like to figure out how to get in front of more. That's two different angles, and because she gets the language to both, it's simple. So you can build that with both. So with Twitter, just to kind of like tie a bow on that situation, you can. I would focus on your interior designers, period, and then you can, as you go and you're sharing information and what you're doing, and here's how you attract more. But if you don't want to attract more and you want to do something different, you can do this too. That's going to so you're providing value for them because they want more clients. And at the same time, they're going, oh, I'm so sick of this. So then they're going, oh, wait, she's doing this other stuff too. Let me see that. And then there's where you build it. So you're providing value. You're giving something away for free. And then they're going, oh, my gosh, she's doing something different. I want to do that. There you go, Karen.
Yeah. Do you guys see why I love Michael Leedy?
Thank you. Thank you.
It makes so much sense. That's exactly what I attract through the different avenues where I advertise. People are so sick and tired of real estate investors and investing in real estate. Who do I attract, Susan? Tons of realtors.
Yep. Lots of realtors and insurance salespeople.
All that kind of stuff, because they're just so sick and tired of it. You can get a niched list. If you want to do some real direct response marketing and doing some phone broadcasting and things like that, you can get really down and dirty. And if you want to do postcard marketing, which I don't really suggest for new people, because anytime you're talking mail order, it's very, very expensive to get into. I've been there, done that, and gotten burnt so bad on mail order campaigns. What Michael's sharing with you right now, I almost called Karen Susan. What the heck? I need more coffee. What Michael is sharing with you right now is like excellent advice, because honestly, most people, they don't have a huge tens of thousands of dollars with advertising budget, or even a couple $1,000 when they first start. So what he's sharing with you right there, boom, golden nugget. Absolutely.
Well, I have a question.
Just a little side note there. We're going to be putting together Twitter and blob training that will be available. I mean, it'll take some time, but in the new year, in 2016, we'll have specific Twitter and blob training that you can sink your teeth into.
And I've got a question for Karen, since you're here. Are you blogging and creating content based on your target audience, Karen? Or are you aggregating other people's content right now? And the reason why I'm asking this is because for a person who, on what, Twitter, Karen? Well, no. Are you blogging, period? I'm not even talking about blog. Are you creating content from a blog of your own content, or are you kind of sharing other people's stuff? And this is the reason why I'm asking. I've never tweeted anything. Oh, so you have Twitter for, okay. You don't have a blog. Okay, because what I would suggest for you to consider is focus more on Instagram, because that's image-based and a lot of your, exactly. That's right. I forgot about that. If you're going to focus on a platform that's image-based, then I would honestly go over to Instagram and use a tool, something like Instagress.
Oh, right, yeah. And swag works too.
And I don't know swag. Word swag is different though. That's creating images. So Instagress is going to help you target your target audience.
Oh.
It's going to help you put hashtags together so that you can attract the right audience. And you're going to follow people. You're only going to, and they offer like 3 free days. You're only going to run it for like an hour a day, and you don't want to be in there while it's running. So, and you can set a timer on it. But long story short, you could do that and start building. If you're focusing on image-based stuff and you're over there, then that's going to help you build your audience. And then you can bring in stuff like, hey, well, if you want to know where I'm learning this from, is I'm with this community and we watch these blabs, and they come to the blabs, and then they hear us talking about the 200 cash creation. And like, so that kind of, I don't know. I'm like just spouting off ideas because you're an interior designer, and that, you know, Pinterest would be the same thing. I don't know much about Pinterest. I've not focused on it. It's a gold mine, especially if you're looking to target women. I do know that.
And there's a whole, I use Pinterest actually, and I get people from Pinterest over to either my website or our YouTube channel. And that's where then they see our hangouts and come into us through there. So that's my Pinterest.
The guy that said that today, so it works. I mean, he inboxed me. He's like, I saw you and Susan on the hangout, so it absolutely works. Video marketing is like insane. That's my favorite.
You know how to get stuff ranked, which if you guys have doing cash creation, you know how to get stuff ranked, because I've worked with Susan for the last 2 years, so I know how she rolls, and I pretty much like, I can get stuff to rank. See, look, I'm trying to even watch my vocabulary, so I'm not cursing on film. But so,
yeah,
you know.
Good, Michael.
What'd you say?
I said, be good now, okay?
I did. I did.
I have to come over there and spank you with a wet noodle.
Don't tease me like that.
Oh, man.
It's been a long time since I've been spanked with a wet noodle. You started it. You started it.
She does.
Look at her. She's blushing.
I'm going to turn my phone over here for Susan knows how I blush so easy. Oh,
look at it. Like, you've become like the salmon color of Susan's shirt. It's like that.
Yeah, I did.
I flushed you, Tammy.
I do start things though, don't I? I mean, that's the problem with
it. You started, Tammy.
Don't do it on purpose. All you do is you do it sometimes. But wait, we got distracted. What was I talking about?
I forget.
Sorry. I got distracted. I don't do carbs, but wet noodles, that's a whole different thing.
I haven't had any carbs in 7 months or whatever it is. I just eat all vegetables. I'm like a vegetarian. I swear. I'm not a vegan. No. But anyway, we're off target, but that's what I do. I do that for a reason. Got to mix some fun in the learning.
Oh, we were talking about Pinterest is what we were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So now, Susan, don't they have a buy button on Pinterest now? Has that been installed, or is it not there yet?
I'm not sure, but either it's coming or just been installed.
And I feel like Instagram is the same way. I'm still honestly pretty new with Instagram. I started working with a coffee shop in my neighborhood. I'm kind of, and her following and her engagement's really gone up, so it's really cool. But now this is an interesting situation.
Susan's buy buttons. I said, I just know I like Susan's buy buttons. Just
thank you.
Put it on there. I tell her, and just put it on there for me. It's
yeah.
not the sales.
Are they the same buy buttons I made?
Well, yeah, the buy buttons that you made are on the 200 cash creation site. Yeah.
See, we work together, you guys. We collaborate. So, for example, it's like, Michaelini, can you help me make some buttons? And then, of course, I'm like, okay, sure. Because, I mean, the amount of coaching that I've received from Susan, like all this stuff that's in 200 cash creation, I've received because, we work together. And when Susan has something where she needs me, I'm there for her. And when I have something where I need her, she's there for me. So it's like, that's what this is about. When you're when you're building yourself up, it's also great to have friends like this and be in a community like this, because I tell you what, most of your friends, if you're looking to establish yourself as a leader, as an entrepreneur, whatever, market area you're in, you're going solo, and most friends are going to think you're crazy. And
Yeah.
like any type of entrepreneur, I'm not even just talking about MLM, because a lot of people are like, oh, that's MLM, that's crazy, which you can see why, because a lot of people fail because there's a lot of missing details. But
It is crazy.
you know, it's
crazy. I won't ever be in the one again. No way.
like I'll create my own if I'm going to have one. But that said, people will think you're crazy if you're doing this stuff because to them it seems impossible, and they're afraid that they would fail at it. So they're projecting their failure onto you. Being in a community who says, you're good, you got this. That's going to really help you to stay positive when you're down, you know.
Right.
Absolutely. Weren't we just talking about that yesterday, Tammy, about being really choosy and choosing on purpose who you have in your inner circle and who you keep in your inner circle, who you collect into your inner circle?
Yeah, you can be choosy when you have a ton of lead flow coming in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, I was just like, just freaking send me the money and give me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can be choosy. Absolutely. I mean, if you get a person that just needs so much shining and it's going to take 10 years to make a diamond out of that person, then you'll know, in this industry, you know, you're just going to get a sense for it after a while. And I've told Susan before, I didn't like him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, some will, some won't. So what? Some waiting.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. And you, like, you can't be, how can I say this? You can't be stiff in this industry, because if you're going to be like that kind of person, you're never going to attract anyone that wants to join you. If you're going to be like an old fuddy-duddy, I'm sorry, but it's just the truth. If you're going to be an old fuddy-duddy.
I love that word, fuddy-duddy.
You know, I mean, if you're going to be all like non-personable and uptight and every damn detail has to be discussed before you even join something, I've never been that way. If I see something and I see a system I like and I see one person making money, one person is all I need to know. Did one person make a sale with that? Then I know it's converting. And that's it.
If it's a product you believe in, right?
If it's a product I believe in, and I've actually investigated the company owners. In this case, Susan and I are the company owners. But I'm saying, like, with my top tier programs, even. See what I'm saying? Like, I investigate the people. So, I mean, that's the thing about, like, when you start this business, you can just tell if someone's going to be so ridiculously stoic. Is that even a good word today?
Sullen?
If they're going to be like, what, Michael?
Did you say sullen?
No, stoic. Like, they're just really, like, you know, like 110 years old, and they can't even open an umbrella. I'm sorry. I mean, they can't even open their cell phone to even talk. I mean, then they're not.
Cell phones open anymore? I just thought they were flat computers. What world do you live in? Is this a third world country?
Some people have the flip phone still.
Oh my gosh.
I said umbrella, though. If you can't open an umbrella.
Yeah.
But that's a side little joke. But no, if they can't open up their phone, their iPhone or anything like that, or they think they're gonna work off an iPhone, which I'm working off my iPhone right now. But I'm saying you gotta have a computer in order to do some of these things.
Right.
And otherwise, how are you gonna work? I mean, how does a carpenter that's putting my door in right now? I can't wait to show you guys this door. It is beautiful. But anyway, when it's done, it's gonna be like, well, he had to come with a saw, he had to come with a hammer, right? The same thing with an internet marketing business. If you don't have a computer, how are you going to work? So right there is one, next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay if you don't know and you're willing to learn. But if you don't know and you're rigid to learning, then that causes a problem
for yourself.
Yeah, there's 2 strikes right there: the teachability index, and then the what I teach. You know, Susan.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yep.
And Jamie's
I just wanted to try to get back on again.
There you are. Can you hear us and see us?
I'm here, and I can hear everybody.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Hey,
I'll be right back,
Jamie
guys.
was
I just
talking about,
Okay.
if you're going to be an online marketer and needing the tools that you have to do that with, I watched a video of Gary Vaynerchuk, and he had a really cool,
He's awesome.
yeah, like he was laying it on the line. He was like, if you don't know how to use this thing, don't even bother. Don't even get into this type of business. Or if you can't figure out how to use your computer, that's what's needed these days. And you're just going to have to step up to the technological world.
Yeah.
And it had a lot to do with that age group of 50, 60-year-olds.
Really?
You know, because we're not dead yet. We're trying to stay in the game. And I've had to learn how to use this freaking thing.
Yeah, and it's very,
because I mean, I live in the country like Tammy, and I have the worst internet. And so I might have to drive to the library to use my phone for Blab. And if I don't know how, I'm going to miss out.
That's right. And you do it. Like, how many times have we, like, we would have a planned session, Jamie, and you would drive into town to go to the library. Like, you made it happen because you were determined.
Yeah, and specifically what I mean is, like, if people need a computer, she's gone again. Like, if people, you need to, in order to post ads or do things like that, in my opinion, to generate a $200,000 plus per year business, and that's my mindset, is $250,000 to $500,000 per year income. Dang it, phone almost dropped. You need to have a computer. If you're going to just say, and I have people say to me, I just want to make $100 or I want to make, well, honestly, that's not my mindset. My mindset is I like to hear people say, I want to make 10 grand, $20,000, $30,000 a month. Those are the kinds of people that I'm attracting into my universe. And to say, you know, then of course, go out and invest in yourself, invest in your business. If you need to get seed capital, then here you go here, here, and here. And let's get this done and set up correctly. Don't just try to do this off of your phone. You can, sure. But if you want to make $200,000 to $500,000 a year, you're going to get my advice. You may get a different set of advice from someone else that maybe has smaller thinking, but my thinking is big. My thinking is I'm going to get, you know, X amount of whatever. Okay. So that's me. But like I said, there might be other people or other leaders that say, sure, just join me. You can do it off your phone. And that's really not giving them good advice. You know what I'm saying?
And then
I'll be right back. Guys, I get another text. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, maybe you can answer the question then, Susan. So now everything Tammy's talking about and getting her advice, that's inside 200 cash creation, correct? So if people want to know, going, wow, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 a month, how the hell do I do that? If they're looking to start walking down that path and figuring out the skills that are required and the information that's required to do those things, that's inside of your product, isn't it?
That's part of it. So what 200 cash creation is it's a foundation builder. So it teaches people how to do direct advertising so that they can get direct sales. It teaches people how to either get started in video or optimize their video or increase their video, how to get the right people to watch their videos, or like if they're starting from the beginning, how to record a video that people will watch and engage. So it's kind of like the real foundation setter. And then to get to the $10,000, $20,000 a month, they would need our big ticket offer. So, yes. And there's a reason why we have both, because some people see the big ticket first and they want that, but they still need some foundational skills or they need something to lead with. And that's what 200 cash creation is for. It's a good thing to lead with. Excellent price point of 200. So
it's exactly. It's a segue into, there's Steve. Hey, Steve. It's a segue into leveraging into big ticket, which I've been doing for 6 years. And then when Susan and I met, we wanted to create our own product together. And so that would give an offer to someone that didn't have the 1,000 to, now we have a $22,000 level. So that's the thing, is like, it's the gateway, we call it. So if, you know, someone doesn't have that money. So Steve, yeah, the seed capital for big ticket. How do you get it?
There's two ways.
There's 2 ways. Yep.
And you can either do that with 200 cash creation, which you actually own, Steve Jones. So you can either sell the 200 cash creation because it's direct member to member and easier to sell. You can sell that to create your capital, or Tammy has financing options set up. So people do financing. Use other people's money. You use that as leverage.
And then do you pay those people back, or is it like a loan?
It's a loan. Yeah, my background is finance, so I can get that inbox to you, Steve, the application. It's a simple few-page application. You'll find out today whether you're approved or not. But essentially, anyone that wants to get into a high-ticket program with her and I, we just put them through that process. And it's cool because you can leverage yourself, and it's just going back to our other conversations, is you can leverage other people's money, you can leverage other people's time. It's just always like a lot of look at Trump. I mean, my God, the guy leverages money every single day. He owes what's he owe? Like, what was the last count? 300 million? I don't know. He owes money, but he's a billionaire. So you gotta sometimes leverage other people's money or something. You gotta leverage it in order.
Let me ask you this: in this loan process, Tammy, what if? Because in many cases people are tight. So what if someone has crap credits and they're in debt up to their ears? They've consolidated, so they can't get credit card. Like, so let's say all of that stuff's force against them. How? Like, most likely they're probably not going to get approved.
Correct. They won't. You got to have good credit scores. You got to have you got to have a job that you can prove. And because there was a lot of stated income programs out there back in the day, stated income, they call them no doc loans. This is not. This is unsecured. This is you're not loaning against a Tahoe or a house or something like that. For example, it's a business that they're essentially taking you on. So it's a very high risk for the lender. So you got to have credit scores at least above 640. And everybody should keep track of their credit score. Just go to creditchecktotal.com. Check your credit score before you even do get a inquiry pulled on your credit, because they will pull it in a soft pull for pre-approval. But the thing is like you want to just get back with me. Sorry, I'm getting texts now. It's almost the top of the hour. I have that one appointment. So yeah, just get back to me, Steve. I actually have one other lady I gotta inbox the same process to before I get to you, and then I got a sign up at 1:30. So for speaking of big ticket, so it's pretty cool. You can also send an email, Steve, to unstoppablemamass@gmail.com. Once again, it's unstoppablemamass with an S @gmail.com. Okay. And I will get back to you later today.
And the other alternative is everybody has some stuff that they can sell. So you could sell enough stuff to purchase the 200 cash creation, and then you dig in, you make enough sales with that, so then you can invest then into a bigger ticket. Yeah. So there's always options.
Hey, Susan, could you type in our email address? It's different spelling than what Jamie just put in there. Could you just type that in there?
Oh, yeah, with the M, yeah.
And to answer your question, Karen, it definitely is based upon your credit score, yes. The interest rate will be, okay? It'll be based upon your overall picture. This is the thing, like a lot of people think that if they just have a 60, I'm just going to give a 10-second spiel, I promise, guys, because a lot of this stuff's boring to people, but to me it's fascinating, finances. If you have 680, God, you're golden, but you got to have your debt to income ratios low. So you can't be maxed out. In other words, you can't look like you're just about ready to tip over and go bankrupt. They are going to look at your debt. Okay. So you got to have at least like between the 40s and the 50. 50 is going to be pushing it if you're maxed at 50%, or excuse me, if you're halfway to your max. Let's say you have a credit line for $10,000. This is the easiest way to explain to people. And you owe $9,000 on that $10,000 line. You're not going to get approved for this. If you owe $3,000, $4,000 on that $10,000 line of credit, yes, you will actually get approved. But then why would you want to do that? Take out a whole nother separate loan. Why don't you just go ahead and get into a lower level, like the $2,000 level, and then start making sales, and then you can start paying off that credit card debt. Does that make sense? I know I said that fast, but it's just embedded in me, and that's how I've always done.
It makes absolute sense.
Okay.
So I had a question with that. Something to do with what you're talking. I'm on freecreditcheck.com. Is that what you said, Tammy?
Creditchecktotal.com.
Credit Check Total.
Mm-hmm.
Their mine is horrendous. I can already tell you. I just want to know.
A lot of people don't know that they should monitor their credit. Like a lot of times people say, oh my God, I got, identity theft or whatever, or this and that. Well, shoot, you should be tracking your credit. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, just with the crazy crap going on in the United States, I'm on a live feed, but I won't get into a lot of this. But get your passport, get your credit straight, get your cash stuff straight. Get straight, because you don't know what's going to happen. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer here or nothing like that, but seriously, look at this crap going on in the United States right now. You know what I'm saying? Like just go all out. Like just make sure that everything's in order. You know what I'm saying?
You need to have your ducks in a row.
You do.
And that's in Canada too.
Yep, it's not just in the States.
So what would your suggestion be for a person who?
Oh, speaking of which, Tammy, get your passport. Sorry, Michael.
I got it on my list, honey.
I keep on reminding her, Tammy, get your passport. Okay, go, Michael.
What do you suggest a person who's? Now I heard you say get 200 cash, right? Get 200 cash, right? But because let's say it's the person who's broke. And they don't have money, and they're really looking to make a change, and they believe in what you guys are saying and what you're doing, so they do it. They get 200 cash creation. Now they need to create, you're saying just sell some. So is there training in there for that person to do how to market the product with no budget?
There's both.
With no budget? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they could just do Susan's videos. Like they could just start making videos and do that and learn her optimization strategies and everything like that. And the other thing is they can do my Craigslist and Backpage. I'm always getting leads off Craigslist and Backpage. Yeah. Okay, talk about our ROI. There's a guy in this specific the one that Jamie just joined, this specific company that just made a $22,000 sale off of a Craigslist ad.
Okay, pause on that. How amazing is that, right, Tammy?
Now Susan knows why I'm fanatic about my Craigslist account, right? I've made so much money off of Craigslist, it's insane. $0 it cost to put up that ad. So, do you think I'm on Craigslist? Yes. And Saturday, I'm going to be going over Craigslist training in detail with my new, with this new top tier that we're in. So, man, get your Craigslist accounts, people. You can do it for any of the top tier, or even 200 cash creation, 200. I mean, you can just put a title in there, $200 over and over. Click here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my specialty, is direct response marketing. Boom, to the capture page. Boom, you got an opt-in. Put it in your email, your AWeber, saying, please text me at 716-848-9376. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just such an easy flow right there. But guys, come on, if you're not on Craigslist and Backpage and all these classified places, you're losing out on a ton of money because other people are in the big ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So you got to do that. You can outsource it. We have the outsourcing. Susan has that in there. She's the one that put all this information in there. And I'm always, refining the training and things like that. And we'll have that always updated for the members. Yes. But, anytime someone joins her and I, they will get this information, and it's sweet. It's a beautiful thing.
And that's why we're going to add, another option if people want to do, and people, should be communicating in the social media platforms anyway. So we'll add the Twitter blab training just to help people get started. And how are we getting attraction through so many different platforms? It's because we're using
Exactly. Yeah, and just write it down on a checklist, right, Susan?
Yeah.
Can I say this though? Don't get distracted to be on all the platforms.
No.
You know, especially if, you know, your target audience might not, you know, necessarily, they may be there. Your target audience may be on a specific platform. So take that into consideration when you're choosing which ones to be on. Yes, if you want to participate with the blabs, you want to have a Twitter account so that you can do that. But, you know, if, you know, for example, the bed and breakfast that I'm working for to do their Instagram, they mentioned Twitter to me, and I go, no, because that's going to require a lot of content. Now, if they had time and content to bring time to create content, it's like, this is going on in their area, this is going on over here, this is going on in Saratoga, because it's in Albany, it's, you know, it's beautiful. You're like, but you can start, if you want to do it so you're providing value for people in the area, so that you get in front of the people who live in said area, so that when it comes time to, like, they're traveling and they're going to Saratoga and they want to see the horse races, and they're like, oh, where do we want to stay? Oh, this bed and breakfast is providing great information. You know, that's great. But if you don't have time to create the foundation and then put all the content there, don't focus on it. That's why I was like, let's focus on Instagram for you, because it's all visual. We can talk about luxury. We can talk about, you know, we can still talk about the other things, and we can do pictures of Saratoga, but we can use hashtags again. Hashtag marketing is free. So it's like,
exactly.
You know, and then that's budget friendly, you know. So, but if you don't have time to invest in putting the foundation together and the tools that are required to do automation efficiently, so that you don't have to live on the platform like Twitter, don't do it. Don't waste your time. Focus on something more simple like Instagram. So that's, you know, but that really works better if you're a visual based, you know, like Karen was talking, her audience is you know, interior designers. So you could probably attract them there to help them do what they're doing, or to help them get away from what they're doing. You can do it inadvertently, you know.
Right. That's why we're human. Like, that's all we are. We're looking always at images. So Instagram is awesome. Why do you guys think I'm always posting pictures? And if you wanna start just your brand everywhere, just start posting pictures on Instagram. I mean, seriously, I post pictures all the time of Susan and I. She don't know it because I'm all, you know, but it's truth. And even in groups, it's a brand recognition. So they're always seeing her and I together. Well, what the heck are these two ladies doing? So now their eyeballs are going to start going direct to your website. And that's how you start getting traffic and eyeballs to your website.
Now you just mentioned that Susan doesn't know when you're posting pictures of her.
On Instagram, yes. I don't think she follows me. Well, maybe she follows me.
Are we connected even on Instagram?
I don't think so.
I do Instagram, but
see, well, if you're connected with each other, Tammy can then she can tag you by using the @ symbol in the message. Like me, and you can do that, you know, with Susan's handle, and then it'll show up in her. I'm really not sure exactly if it shows up in the feed, but I know it's like she's been tagged in these posts. You're using hashtags over there, I'm assuming.
I do.
I've been ignoring Instagram, and I shouldn't, because I've done lots over there.
Oh, I can tag her in those now, Michael. I think I will then.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I'm following you.
Are you following me? Okay. All right. You probably see some of the stuff I post then.
I just haven't been on there lately.
Yeah.
I
don't know why, but I've been real busy doing some other stuff.
like Snapchat.
Yeah, I wonder why, Susan. Okay. Yeah, I gotta jump off, guys. I'm gonna grab these calls and money and stuff, so I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, we're at the top of the hour, and I think I'm good anyway. This was awesome. Okay. Thank you, Tammy. Awesome. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here and hang out with you ladies.
Yes.
I love our Thursday noon blab.
I do too, and it was so. I just love your cuteness, Michael, and your posts and stuff. It's cute.
Thanks. My cuteness in my posts. just be careful because you may pull things out of my mouth that you didn't mean to.
I know. I'm starting to worry a little bit. I was like, oh my God, yeah, this is good. Okay, that one post.
Did you see the picture that I posted on that one, like the one image where you guys are flashing money?
I was laughing so hard.
I put a new image up this morning. Did you see that one?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw it. I gotta go look. But it's funny, Michael, because when you made that comment that we were looking like drug dealers, Tammy and I were on the phone. We were having a meeting when you posted it, and you can even ask her. I was laughing so hard I couldn't even tell her what I was laughing about.
Yeah, she couldn't. I'm like, did I say something? She goes, no, it's on Facebook. And I'm like, oh no, what did he post?
What did he post? You know it's gonna be Michael Leedy.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
she was just telling me, you attract the craziest people, and then Michael Leedy pops up with this comment.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm crazy and Michael's crazy, and yeah, we attract her, right, Michael? Because she's crazy.
Hey, she is crazy.
I wave my freak flag.
I am going to be doing a phone broadcast today, girl. So get ready.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, am I supposed to do that?
Oh shoot! Where's mine?
Oh, geez.
I lost. Peace. Wait a minute. Jamie's still trying to get on.
Yeah, where are you, Jamie?
Well, she must have put her sunglasses back on.
All right, here we go. Am I gonna look good in contacts? You think?
Oh yeah, you'll look
This
fabulous.
hair today.
Wait.
God.
There she is.
I'm waiting for the 80s to come back in.
Yeah, I gotta. I think I'm gonna get contacts because I'm just getting sick and tired of always wearing glasses. So, but yeah.
Yeah, you have very pretty eyes. You should show them off.
Should show them off.
I agree, especially the way you line them up. That's nice.
Thanks, Michael.
Seeing if I have any of the gray.
Oh,
Oh, I've got
yeah.
No.
I'm
I've got
covering
one.
mine up today.
That's the nice part about being a guy. We can let it go gray.
yeah.
The
You guys want to
unfortunate
see
part,
mine?
however, is that I'm thinning in the back and it effing pisses me off.
Uh-oh, we can't talk about hair.
Uh-oh.
Don't
Yeah.
worry. It's 30 grand to fix. I'll fix it.
Yes,
Well, I'm hanging around with you ladies for a reason.
that's right.
Nothing
exactly.
small in this blab community.
Hey, Steven, before you go, Steven, just you want to text me instead of Facebook me? Because I won't be on Facebook much. Just text me. Shoot me a text. You got my cell phone number? Should. Okay. Just, okay, cool. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, all. Thanks again, ladies.
Bye. Peace.
Peace.